just want to start off, what is the Leader Liaison program, okay? Really what we're trying to do is pair Army War College students with different teams and specifically different coaches here at Dickinson. And what's the purpose? The purpose is really twofold. First of all, what we want to do is connect the communities. I was sitting here early in the season at a football game, and I came down and I talked to Joe and I said, man, you got 300 Army colonels 5 minutes away. They all have families and none of them are here. And this is a great product. It's a great stadium, it's a great field, and you know, it's almost like there's a divide. And Dickinson can be a closed community a little bit, and Carlisle Barracks is definitely a closed community. So first of all, we want to just connect those two communities and get some synergy going out there. And the second thing we want to do is add value to your programs, to help coaches and teams with what we can help with, all right? So really when it comes down to coaching, you know, there's X's and O's and there's leadership. We are not gonna help you with the X's and O's, okay? There's nobody over there that's gonna draw up plays or tell you when to suicide squeeze or help Coach Fordyce draw up the next, you know, option run. That's not what we're about. But a huge part, I would say a majority of coaching is about leadership. And that is something that you have, you know, a lot of expertise down there at the Army War College. And that's what we want to help you with. And really when it comes to leadership, I would say coaching and what we do in the Army, we're in the exact same business. Because what we do is we lead young men and women to make them into a better version of themselves to contribute to a team. Let me say that again. Everybody in this room and everybody in the Army are in the same business. We lead young men and women to make them into a better version of themselves to contribute to a team. And how do we do that? Well, I got my diagram here I'm going to use today, and I call it the 3 circles. So when we get a new private into the Army, comes out of basic training, they start out in the outer circle. Okay, so when they show up, they're all about me. They do things because they don't, either they want to get a reward or they don't want to get in trouble, right? If I do PT well every day, I know I'm going to get the weekend off. If I don't shave in the morning, I know I'm going to get in trouble and I'm going to get punished. And that's kind of the outer circle. And what we do, what we're very deliberate about in the Army, is figuring out how to bring that person who's all about me and get them to adopt team before self. I'm going to put the value, I'm going to put the team, the needs of the team ahead of my own needs. And that's when they move into that second ring. The problem with that is, and the reason why it's not the exact best where we want people to go, is if they get in with good peers, they're going to do good things. If they get in with a bad group, they're going to follow that group and do the wrong thing. So it helps to build a great team and to receive them correctly, but it's not the full distance we want to go. The full distance we want to go is we want all of our soldiers to embrace Army values. And those values are very specific. We talk about them all the time. We want every soldier to embrace the Army values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. And that's a journey as Army leaders that we take our young soldiers on. And that's what leadership's about. And I would say it's no different here at Dickinson, right? You get a new student, a new freshman comes in, they're all about me, right? Hey coach, how much playing time am I gonna get? Hey coach, I want a better locker. Hey coach, I want my number I had in high school, right? It's all about me. You guys take them on that journey to where they're starting to fit in with the team and put the needs of the team before their own needs. But ultimately, what you want them to do is embrace those team values that you've set out. And I think most of the teams in here have those specific values that you have laid out for your team. Our first representative, Lieutenant Colonel Sally Hannon, she met with the volleyball team, and she spoke to them about their values and norms, which they've laid out, which is called GRASP: grit, release, accountability, selfless, and passion. And I would tell you, for those young ladies to see an Army woman lieutenant colonel who's married, who's been in the Army 20 years, very successful, has 3 kids, I think it was eye-opening for them to see that. And to hear her talk about those values that Coach wants to instill in his team. So that's what the Leader Liaison program is about. It's about this. We want to help you with that arrow. Help you to bring your athletes from the outer ring into that inner circle where they've embraced your team values and norms. And I want to close with a story. I was in Iraq in 2009. I worked for a great leader, a very wise man. His name was Colonel Dave Funk, and I was his operations officer. We had a 5,000 person brigade in Iraq. And he used to like to go and visit this one Iraqi sheikh, this one Iraqi tribal leader. And we would go and we would just eat, drink tea, and just relax. And I would say, sir, why do we keep going back to this guy every month? We're not accomplishing anything. I'm the ops guy, you know, so I'm like, sir, come on, we gotta go. What's the next thing? What's the next goal? He said, Eric, I like to go to him because he's the only person that doesn't ask me for anything. And I can just sit and talk. And that's what we want to be for you. That's what we want the Leadership Liaison program to offer for you. You know, the administration wants things from you. The players are always bothering you for stuff. The assistants are trying to drive the coaches, you know. But we just want to be that, you know, that Iraqi sheikh that says, hey, you know, I'm just here for you. Whatever you want to talk about, you want to talk about leadership, you want to talk about how to bring your players into the inner circle, that's what we're here for. We want to be here to support the coaching staff. All right. Everybody's got one of my cards on the desk there. I am diving into the social media realm, which is scary, but I'd appreciate, you know, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I do leadership interviews with all kinds of different people. Maybe I'll get to interview some of you here in this room about leadership. I put out a new video every week, so if you guys want to look at that, or your players, Christian and I are hooked up on Instagram, and I'm learning all about that and communicating with the younger generation because I'm going to do that in my next job. So please reach out to me, and the next step, I think Christian's going to send out an email connecting all the coaches with our reps from the Army War College. You'll have email and phone numbers and be able to connect with them. Any questions before I close out? All right, appreciate it. Go Red Devils. I know a lot of you are ramping up here for the spring season, so wish you all the best, and thanks for letting me talk today.